What's up guys, it's T-Ball and I am back with another video. Before I start, if you guys could leave a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Your support is greatly appreciated as we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you're not subbed, be sure to hit that sub button and turn on post notifications so you can stay updated on when my newest video will be coming out. Also, I will be having a second channel for my Jeremy Lin videos. Probably, at least, I'm still deciding whether to put my Lin videos on there or not. But just in case, subscribe to that channel. The link to that channel will be down in the description below. So today, we're going to be going over 5 possible trades for Jeremy Lin and why they make sense. So for some quick background, after trading for D'Angelo Russell, many Nets fans think Lin is expendable. While I don't believe this is necessarily true, the Nets need a leader and someone to run the point guard position, as I believe D'Angelo Russell fits better at shooting guard. I could definitely see the Nets trading Lin for assets before he opts out of his deal. If you guys don't know, in his third year, he has a player option on basically whether if he wants to stay for the $12 million or not. So it's most likely that Lin would opt out. So let's just take a look at my 5 possible trade destinations for Lin. So my first one is Lin to the Bucks. First off, credit to the Bucks Zone on Instagram for the thumbnail. And the deal would be Lin for Henson and a future 2018 first round pick. So Lin would be a great fit for the Bucks. He would slide in perfectly at the starting point guard position, and he would provide great defense and offense for them as well. And he would also have a solid backup in Matthew Dellavedova and also Malcolm Brogdon, the rookie last season, who might be the rookie of the year, would also play a little point guard as well, but Lin would get the majority of the minutes. He could lob it to Giannis for alley-oops as well as to the new rookie DJ Wilson. And he can also kick it out to Middleton for easy threes and jumpers. And he can also find Maker for some huge jams as well. The Bucks would also get rid of Henson's contract, which is pretty bad for someone who is basically playing around 15 minutes per game. And the Nets would also get a 2018, possibly 2018 first round pick for Lin. My second trade scenario would be Lin to the Detroit Pistons. The deal would be Lin and Trevor Booker for Reggie Jackson, Hillard, and a future second round pick. So while Jackson is a big name, he struggled mightily last season and he was about to be traded last season for DJ Augustine and Jeff Green of the Orlando Magic at the trade deadline. Obviously, Lin is better than both of those players, so the Pistons would have to be giving at least some sort of asset if they're getting Lin. So that's why they would probably throw in Hillard, who is a decent young guy, and they would also throw in a future second. The Pistons would get a guy who is unselfish and can run the offense. I can see a ton of lobs to Drummond and passes to KCP, Kennard, Morris, Harris for open threes and open shots in general. While the Nets could see if they can revive Jackson's career, as he did have a rough year, but the year before that he played pretty well. And they would also get 2 assets for taking on Reggie Jackson's contract. So for the next deal, which is probably my favorite of all 5, would be Jeremy Lin to the New Orleans Pelicans. So the deal would be Lin for Solomon Hill and a protected first round pick. I like this deal a lot, only if Drew Holiday leaves in free agency. If you guys don't know, Holiday was the starting point guard for the Pelicans last season, but there's a chance he will re-sign or he may leave. We don't know yet. But if Holiday does in fact leave, the Pelicans would have a huge hole at point guard position, and Lin would be able to fill that position, very nicely. Lin would get full control of the point guard duties, and he would see tons of easy passes and lobs to Anthony Davis. As we all know, Davis is an MVP candidate. He's a tremendous player. And they also have Cousins, who Lin could, pass it to for the 3, the jumper, or the jam. And Lin was actually about to sign with the Pelicans last offseason, but he wanted to be with Kenny, so he chose the Brooklyn Nets. And for a side note, also Omer Asik is still on the Pelicans, so that's pretty funny, I guess. The next deal would be Lin to the Utah Jazz. The deal would be Lin for Alec Burks plus a first round 2018 pick. This is a good trade for both teams, specifically for the Jazz if they do not re-sign George Hill. A Lin to Gobert, combo with alley-oops would be, just beautiful to watch. I can see that they can basically run that play every time and it would work. Lin would also have guys like Gordon Hayward and Rodney Hood for open shots as well. Also, Gordon Hayward takes a lot of attention away from Lin, as he's obviously a great offensive player, and guys or opposing defenses would be definitely trying to stop him before Lin, and that would leave Lin open for shots and open for better opportunities on offense. So I could definitely see an increase in efficiency if Lin goes to Utah. For the Nets, they would get Alec Burks, who is a good player, but he has just struggled with injuries mightily. I think he's been out for the majority of the past 2 seasons. And they would also get a first-round pick in 2018 to make up for taking Alec Burks' contract. My final deal would be Lin to the San Antonio Spurs, a very popular one. The deal would be Lin for Jonathan Simmons plus a future first-round picks in a sign-and-trade deal. So Simmons is a free agent this summer, and say the Spurs don't want to lose him for nothing, but they don't want to pay him, a huge amount just to come off the bench. They could technically do a sign-and-trade for him along with a future first-round pick for Lin. Lin would be a great fit with the Spurs. He would obviously slot at the starting point guard spot with Tony Parker injured for what seems to be the majority of next season. And Lin would have the ball a lot, but he would also move the ball a lot, as he's a very unselfish player, and the Spurs run a motion offense that is very similar to the Nets. He would also play with Kawhi Leonard, who is, an MVP candidate. He's an amazing player. And same thing with Hayward in Utah, except even more so in San Antonio. Leonard would command a lot of attention from the opposing defenses, and that would leave Lin open for open shots, open threes, easy drives to the lane, etc. And I believe this would be a great pairing, as Lin would also be able to find Leonard for easy shots as well. And if Aldridge does stay in San Antonio, I definitely think Lin could be a solid fit with Aldridge, as Lin could find him for open mid-range shots in the pick-and-pop situation. So that's a wrap. I hope you guys did enjoy my quick little 5-team scenario trades for Lin. In my opinion, my favorite is the Pelicans, as I just really want to see Lin play with Davis so much. And that's obviously if Jrue Holiday does not re-sign with the Pelicans. But tell me your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Which trade was your favorite? Do you have any other teams you want Lin to go to? And if so, tell me that possible trade scenario, and I will definitely get back to you. So once again, thanks for watching, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay tuned and stay updated for more Jeremy Lin and NBA videos. And I will see you guys soon. So once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys all have a great one. Peace.